Well, I did get clean water, but I'm just I'm gonna focus on a little bit of scrubbing and trying to clean up some things. I have clean water. This is I think this is my smallest scrubby brush. I got a little bit of water there and a relatively clean paper towel. I'm gonna try to create what feels like a cleaner shape here, and this is kind of scary because when you're scrubbing it at first and the paint is loosening and getting darker looking, that's not how you want it. But then you're brave and you bring in the paper towel and hopefully it picks up just the right amount. Keep rotating it, so make sure that the paint you pick up you don't shove back into the painting. I'm getting pretty harsh on the paper. It's not going to want to do a whole bunch of this. Maybe a little there. That's getting kind of nitpicky. I think that's better, and gonna try a couple other things. This I want to make sure I don't. This is kind of tricky. One thing about scrubbing is that not always, but sometimes it helps to sort of scrub away a little too much and then come back at it, as opposed to trying to scrub away just the exact perfect amount and getting frustrated because your tool doesn't want to do that. So for example, I may, even if I didn't want that to necessarily be that wide of a lighter value area, I may just sort of go for it like that. And then come back and refine that. And hopefully if I haven't beat it up too much, it'll still keep holding that edge. Let's see, I wanted to a little bit more on right here. Sometimes I'll use a small fine brush to just wet the shape that I'm trying to scrub a little bit. It's kind of an unpleasant sound, especially when you're thinking of your watercolor painting. More scrapey. I think that is okay. Some other areas. I'll just try this guy. Still not sure about this. Let me see. I wanted to do that. This right here, but I'm going to try this one with just a regular synthetic brush right here. I think if I just I may come back and refine that, but that might be just fine. And I'm gonna get another tool. I want to see if I can bring back a touch more light value for this one, sort of right in here. This is this Princeton Catalyst long handle synthetic bristle short filbert number 4. That was a lot, I know. I'm going to be coming in, no, I'm going to wait on that. Back to that synthetic. It might be too early to try to clean this up because I really haven't refined all the yellow and orange. But I'm just sort of in that cleaning up and lifting kind of mood. There's the little thing. And this is getting nitpicky, yes. So you can choose how much knitting and picking you're comfortable with. I'm gonna this one, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that teal and pink shadowy gray purple thing, and I'm gonna paint this cast shadow a little darker as it gets to the petal here, but then now I'm just gonna, I got that water out of my brush and I'm gonna just try to fade it out to water. I think that makes a little more visual sense. This thing I really messed up. It's good to admit that. And I'm going to have to think about that. But it seems, I'm going to try to lift a little bit of from this furthest left slice. It's just, it got too close to the same value as the dark part of the one to the right. And this is not for the faint of heart. So I'm trying to lighten it just enough. Might be a good example of when it's easier to scrub away a little bit too much and then come back. Yeah, I think that's my idea for that. There's a lot of back and forth, so you've probably figured that out by now. And I'll come back and refine this one slice a little bit more and try to do the one to the left of it without ruining what I just tried fixing. I'm gonna gently, this is water. I'm just gonna try to soften that hard edge a little bit. And I think that's, oh heck, why not? I'm going to try to deal with this a little bit. So what I'm going to do is wet this whole shape, and I'm going to just lift out a few stripes to indicate some of the larger veins of the leaf. I may come back with a little bit of Hansa yellow light to yellow out the green a bit, but I'm not sure that tool is the right one. I need something that's a little bit stiffer. This might be a little too harsh, but let me try this. That's more like it. And I'm trying to have it sort of, I'm not so concerned with the exact angle of the photograph as much as I am hopefully you can guess what I'm going to say. Try to point it towards the focal point. So they're theoretically they would make a little whoosh like that. That was a technical term. And let's see. I'm not sure what I want to do down here. I'm not. The photograph sort of. I'm free-forming right now. There's a few leaves going on in this one big shape, and I'm going to try to come back and refine things a little bit. But really all I want for over here is sort of a some indications of some blurred out lighter value line shapes, not lines. Cylindrical things. I'm going to deal with some of the other stuff. I'm going to add a little bit, but while I'm here, I'm going to just see what happens if I drop in a little bit of azo yellow. Kind of like that. That too bright and too yellow. That might be too bright and too yellow, but I'm gonna wait on that. Over here it needs something similar too. I may have to think about that. Maybe I'll pretend like a leaf, like a stem would be kind of like that. And some veins would be kind of like that. Once again, hopefully leading the viewer's eye. And yes, I'm not concerned with how accurate of a leaf this is. I will try to sort of make it believable. And especially believable within this world that I've created. I think that really is kind of the thing I go for, is try to be is consistency and how photorealistic or how not photorealistic I make it. Part of it just starts to get to be what I feel like doing. And I hope you get to that point too. That was bugging me a little bit, but I don't think I made it any better. In fact, maybe I'll pause for now and think. That's what I need to do. I'll come back and do these. Okay.